Hi guys, Andy here, and I'm here to bring you all things mundane and makeup related. If that's your vibe, I'd love it if you would subscribe to be part of my little slice of the internet. And in today's video, I'm bringing you the intro to Birthstone Beauty. If you would like to see all of the items that I'm bringing in for every birthstone of the year, let's go ahead and get on into it. This was created by Jessica Lee and Amanda, and this is a Pantastic Ladies Collab, of course. It goes from January 1st to December 31st. I'm sorry that this is a late intro upload. You know how it goes with January. All the intros can't be uploaded on January 1st. I'm so sorry, but I digress. You are to choose a product for every birthstone of the month. The product could be for packaging, color, name, etc. And just choose collection-specific goals, whether that's a usage goal, a finish goal, what have you. So, I am going to post exactly what gemstone that I went with for each month for the intro here, because I went with exactly like what the birthstone is. So for January, because the Pantastic Ladies listed several different birthstones and like options, which is fantastic. We love that. We love options. But I went with the one that we all know, the general birthstone. So for January, we have Garnet. So I'm going to show the shade here because I did my best to shade match. This took me probably a good 2 or 3 hours because I was trying to shade match these gems specifically. So for Garnet, I chose my Jeffree Star, what are you actually called? The Magic Candy Liquid Blush in the shade Cherry Slut. So I want to do 25 uses on this because I've never used it. And Ian made a joke back there. I'm so sorry. I want to do 25 uses on this because I've never used it and it looks very scary. Its starting weight is 62 grams. Oh, this is terrifying. So that is the shade. I did weigh it, packaging in full, lid, all of that. So this is going to start in at 62 grams for a 25 usage goal. And I hope you will think that I got the color very well. So next, for the shade for February, I went with Amethyst. So for that, I am bringing in the ColourPop Super Shock in the shade Stare Down, which looks like this. I hope that you'll think it's good enough. So I want to hit pan on this shade because I don't think it's terribly hard to hit pan on ColourPop Super Shocks, but it takes a hot second. And for me, this is a dark shade. It's, as you can see, it's got that dark base and then it flashes purple with some glitter. So this has an intro weight of 19 grams. So that is it for February. So for March, the birthstone is Aquamarine. And the blue birthstones were kind of hard to navigate because there are 3 blue birthstones and they're varying in color. So Aquamarine is the lightest of the blue. So I went with, this is from NYX, and it's their Light Bender highlight. So I went with specifically this blue side, obviously. And I want to do 25 uses on it. Let me build that up for you a little bit. So there's that blue there. And this is starting at, here, let me, 32 grams is what the weight of this is starting at, but of course it's a duo, So it's going to be a little heavier, but yeah. So 25 uses on this guy. Next for April, April is Diamond, which clear sparkly is what I got from that. So I went with this Milani. Literally, it's called the Diamond Shimmer Gloss. It's in the shade Silver, and I want to finish this. These look like they have a lot of product in them, but they're actually really easy to finish. As you can see, there's already a big air bubble in them. They have a huge doe foot. This one still smells like cake, thank goodness. The starting weight on this guy is 35 grams. So there is the gloss there. Very glossy, very silver. These feel really nice on the lips. I had a gold one that I finished, quote unquote. I had almost finished it. It was like down to here and then it went off on me, but I still counted that as a finish. But hopefully I'll be able to finish that gloss before it turns on me. For May, our color is Emerald, beautiful green. And for that, I went with this Sephora Stories lipstick in the shade Margs, which looks like this. I love this lipstick so much. I want to use this 25 times. Beautiful dark green lipstick. And this starting weight is 12 grams. This is in cardboard packaging, so not as much weight to that one. But I love that. I hope that that will go with a lot of other things that I will be working on. For June, that is Pearl, which is not fair in the slightest. But compared to April, I wanted this one to be a little more opaque and not just clear and sparkly. So I went with the ColourPop Super Shock in the shade Tassel. I feel like this is giving more pearly. So I want to use this 25 times. And this is starting at 18 grams. This is my favorite Super Shock that I have. It is still my number one. And I know that it's giving, it's pretty silvery, but it just, for me, like in the difference, that is more clear and sparkly, and this is more opaque. And that's kind of how I went about that in what I was looking at. I didn't have anything that, because I wasn't doing single eyeshadows or eyeshadow palettes, so I didn't really have anything else that like had the name Pearl either. So that's where we're at. I hope that that satisfies you guys for the birthstones. For July, we have Ruby. And I'll show here Ruby, and then I'll also show the difference between Garnet and Ruby, because I didn't think that they were that different, but that close. So I really had to look at my reds and then look at what I picked for Garnet and try to pick something different. So I'm very proud of myself for picking this. This is my Pat McGrath lipstick in the shade Crimson Ecstasy. And I'm going to swatch this right here so it's next to the Garnet shade. So I hope that those look different enough for you. I do want to get 25 uses on this lipstick, and it's coming in at 25 grams, probably due to the packaging as well. But yeah, there's the difference for me. And I think that that's good and nice enough. For August is Peridot, or Peridot. I never remember which one it is. For that, I was going through all of my green things, all of the green things, and I ended up settling on, I thought that this one was the most, like, light green that picked, and this is from Ace Beauté. This is one of their glimmer shadows, their glimmer shimmer shadows, and this is in the shade Lotus Leaf. So I thought that this one paired really nicely. And I need to get some use on these Ace Beauté shadows. So it's a little on the yellow side, but it was either we were pulling a yellowy green or we were pulling like a purple green that I had. So we're doing this, and I want to hit pan on this guy because I don't have pan on any of my little Ace Beauté shadows, and this is coming in at 16 grams. So there is that. For September, that is Sapphire. Beautiful, lovely Sapphire. So that is our next blue shade here. And for that, I had to go with, we went with blue packaging. So here's our dark blue, which I thought this matched perfectly. This is from Lovecraft Beauty, and this is their lip liner with a brush. And this is in the shade Galactic Glamour. So this is one of those triangular tipped lip liners. And it's like a nice mauvey pink shade. So it's the lip liner on one end. And then it's got the little smudger brush on the other. Which I don't know if I'll ever use, need, or love. But I want to get 25 uses on the lip liner, and it's coming in at 9 grams. So, for October, now, I was born in October, and my whole life, I was given pink items because of the stupid pink birthstone, which is pink tourmaline. So we are using that birthstone, but we're also doing another item for October. We're going to do opal because opal is the true October birthstone. So instead of doing 12 items for this project, I'm doing 13 because I'm doing 2 for October. And anyone who wants to fight me on it can fight me on it. So for the pink October shade, we have the e.l.f. liquid blush in the shade Pink Me Up, which looks like this, which I thought was very fitting for the pink tourmaline, which we hate here. We're not pink tourmaline fans. And then for opal, we're bringing in, and for pink, the e.l.f. Pink Me Up, I want 25 uses. I was just skipping right past that because we hate it so much. And that's coming in at 16 grams. And then for opal, I'm bringing in this J-Cat eyeliner in the shade Born to Radiate, which is like a pink, blue, green, iridescent eyeliner, which screams opal. I want 25 uses on this as well, and this is coming in at 6 grams. For November, and their birthstone is Yellow Topaz. So I brought in, this is from Notoriously Morbid, and it's their Banana Pie loose shadow. So the top is yellow, the name of it is Banana Pie, and bananas are yellow. And then look at that beautiful yellow shadow. So it's yellow to green to purple. It is a gorgeous loose shadow, even though I am not really a fan of Notoriously Morbid. I have this, so here we are. I want a 25 use goal on this guy, and it's coming in at 9 grams. Let me try to get you a swatch here. Hopefully I can get you a swatch that's not just like the topper glitters. So it's got like a red-brown base, and then it's got those green, blue, purple, gold glitters. And I just think that it's really pretty. Obviously, I bought it, so of course I think it's really pretty. But yeah, so there's that guy. And last but not least, we have December, which is Blue Topaz. And for Blue Topaz, I brought in the Jeffree Star, what are you called? The Beach Proof Eyeliner, and this is in the shade Cool Down. So now I'm going to show you, I have a picture here that shows the difference between the turquoise, the sapphire, and the blue topaz, because that was hard for me to do. But I have a 25 use goal on this guy, and I'm bringing it in at 6 grams. It is a felt tip liner. And that is the shade there. I got this in a mystery box, and I don't really use felt tip liners, but I was like, it's blue and cool and pretty. So, like, I need to use it. So we're going to put it in this project for 25 uses. And make me use it. Because if we don't make me use it, then it's not going to happen. So that is the 13 items, because I'm doing 13. I'm going to be wild and do 13 items that I will be bringing in for this project. And that's going to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.